Am I on? The light was on and now it's not. Turn camera on.
Go ahead and turn it on.
There we are. Hi everyone, I finally got in here. I was having a hard time figuring out how to get in here. It's not showing on the other one though. Shouldn't it show on this window too? Because this is the window where the questions are going to pop up.
Refresh it.
Okay, someone just said no picture or sound. I'm scared to refresh it. Babe. It's on and now it's not. Turn camera on.
Go ahead and turn.
Oh, babe, I don't know if I'm on. Oh, there I am. Gosh.
It was just lagging.
Let me fix the camera. Hold on, let me get set up here, guys. I'm sorry. All right, so hi guys. Oh, you can still see my husband in here. He was trying to help me figure out how to turn it on. It said it was on, but it wasn't showing anything, or you couldn't hear anything. Let me know through your comments whether you can hear me and see me now. Good morning. Hi, Rose. Hi, everyone. Thank you for waking up with me. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. This happened the last time that I did a live event. I had a hard time connecting Google Hangouts with my camera, so it's fine. We're here. We're live. Okay, Rose says, I see you. I wish I could see you guys. And Lil, I never know how to say your name. Is it Lil Irene Eugenie? So hello from Norway. Hi, Norway. So good to finally get to chat with y'all. If you have any questions for me, just go ahead and comment down below. Or if you have anything you want to tell me, feel free. I would love getting to know y'all. This is fun. Yes, it is. It always is. I love it. I always say that I'm going to be on for an hour, and more people end up showing up, and I end up getting more and more questions. And so I end up staying on longer. The first time I did this, I stayed on for 2 hours. So I'm in my bedroom right now, and I got dressed for you guys. I'm not in my robe. Woohoo! That's a big feat for me this early in the morning, even though it's 10:30 already. So yeah, so right now there's 2 of us, and oh, there's someone else. Hi, Deborah. It says, hi there from UK. Hi, Deborah. Big hugs and kisses for you guys from Glama. This is awesome. So any questions for me? Anything you want to let me know that you're doing today? Today, I don't really have a whole lot of plans. I just was excited about doing this. I hadn't really planned the rest of my day. I was just so looking forward to this. So my doggies are right here. I've got my big 10-pound Yorkie right here sleeping. She always has to be next to me. I've got my 15-year-old Chihuahua. Oh, look, Paris wanted to say hi. She got up. She's like, I'm not sleeping. I'm right here. I'm awake. I'm not asleep. I woke up with you, Glama. And then I've got my 15-year-old Chihuahua there. And if I move, you can probably see my 3-pound Yorkie right there. They always have to be in the same room with me. Okay. Someone says, haha, you can call me Lily. Okay, good. That's easy. Hi, Lily. I know it's hard to pronounce. I am crocheting the sharp chevron on a scarf at the moment. I love this live thing. What's a scarf, or is that a typo? The sharp chevron. Are you getting that from my tutorial, or are you learning that from another channel? I wish you could, if you don't mind, Lily, maybe typing your name how it sounds phonetically, so that maybe I can try to pronounce the correct way. Rose says, today I'm going to get more yarn. I'm making shawls for my biker girlfriends. Woo! Y'all can make a little biker little thing called the crochet shawl biker girls or something. I don't know. That's corny, huh? You should all wear the same color. Oh, scarf. Okay, I see. Lily was saying that she's making a sharp chevron scarf. Oh, you're using my tutorial. Yay. You're using the, so you're, I think I only have one scarf tutorial, but you're using the sharp chevron that I showed on there. I think I did 2 tutorials on sharp chevron. I did one little swatch, and then people kept asking me for an Afghan, so I chose to do a sharp chevron Afghan. So yeah, there's 2 sharp chevrons on there. Yay. Rose laughs because I don't know what to call a group of girls, biker girls. There you go, biker girls. The crochet shawl biker girls. Yeah, I want to learn how to ride. My husband keeps telling me that he wants to buy me a bike, and I'm like so scared that I'm gonna just like tip over. He says you can start off with a small one though. Lily says, okay, so this is how you pronounce it. You but spell it out phonetically, like how it actually sounds. Forget about how it's spelled, how it actually sounds, how it should come out of my mouth, because that still I can't get that still. Use Jeannie, because I always just say Lil Irene. Lil Irene is what I say, and I know that can't be it. And then it's Eugenie. Okay, I'll just call you Lily for now. And Glama's nice and easy, but my real name is Leticia. But when I say it with my Spanish accent, a lot of people are like, "Lehu?" So then I started enunciating it, making it sound more English or more in English, and I say Leticia. That's what I usually say to non-Hispanic people. I usually say, "Hi, I'm Leticia." I enunciate the T, but it's really pronounced Leticia with a hard TH as a T. So anyway, let me see. Lily says, I just changed 28 and I also drew your chart. Oh, good. I know it by heart now. Anyone else in here making something cool? Yeah, what are y'all making? What are y'all working on right now? I've got a couple things going on. In case y'all don't know, there's a little gear icon down on the bottom of this video, and if you click on that, it'll give you, I hope I don't lose you guys by doing this, it'll give you settings, and you can use the quality of 720p HD so that I come out more clear to you. So I'm going to go ahead and do that myself, even though I don't really care to look at myself, but just a little, anytime that y'all watch any of my tutorials, I don't know if your computer automatically views things on the highest quality, HD quality, but you can always go down to that little gear settings icon and always choose the highest setting. That way you can really see my hands and the stitches that I'm doing. That's, you know, a little tip in case y'all didn't know about that. Okay, Deborah says, I've just finished knitting a pair of socks for my grown-up sons. I think they came out pretty good. You know, I love knitting. I love the look of knitting. And I've always wanted to knit a pair of socks, but you see people using 3 or 4 or 5 different, probably only 3 or 4 knitting needles, and that just looks so intimidating to me. So what I did is I don't know what it's called, but I went and got the little thin knitting needles that have a tube, a cable. So I don't know what those are called. Knitting cables? I don't know. Knitting cable needles or something. But I'm gonna try one. I'm gonna try to make a pair of socks using that. I saw a tutorial online, and she made it seem pretty easy. So I went out and bought that, hoping that I could do it. And Heather, hi Heather. Heather says, I'm trying to make your slippers. Which ones? And Rose says, I don't know how to ride all. Oh, you don't? We have our men hauling us around. Okay, well, that I can do. Yeah, Adam does that with me too. I ride in the back and got to put the hair in the braid because if not, it ends up like a big old nest at the end of the ride. But my eyes always water, so I'm going to have to always wear sunglasses or get a helmet with a visor or something because my eyes, I'm like this, closing my eyes half the time or looking down because my makeup starts to run and everything. Yeah. Oh, Kim is in here. Hi, Kim. Good morning. and I'm planning on making slippers today. Really? Which ones? What kind of slippers? And Lily says, okay, so I went online and found a translation site for I don't know if that's a typo. I don't know if it's poetic. And this is what it said about my name. Eugenie, like Eugenie. I cannot say if that is correct. Tell me down below in the comments if I said that right. Eugenie? So I thought okay, so it sounds like you're just telling me the middle part of your whole name, because there's a Lil dash Irene, and then Eugenie, and then Olaisen is how I would probably say it. Olaisen. Deborah says they are called circular knitting needles. That's what it is. Yes, I knew that. I knew that a long time ago when I bought them, but it's been like 6 months since I bought them. Thank you, circular needles. Yes, the only thing I know how to do is simple cast on and knit and purl. That's it. I don't know how to work in the round or anything. And kind of the same way that I was with crocheting. All I could do was crochet square and rectangular things. So that's where my super, super easy hat tutorial on my channel came from. Because I thought, well, all I know how to do is squares and rectangles, but I want a hat. So that's when I came up with the rectangle. And then I thought, well, I'll just sew it right there, make a seam, and then I'll put a drawstring and draw it closed and flip up the lid and put it on. And that's how I made my first hat. But that's kind of how I am with knitting. I only know how to make square and rectangular things still. So yeah, I'm going to learn though. I am determined to learn more Tunisian crochet. I want to get better at that. I love Tunisian crochet. It's so simple. I want to learn. I thought I wanted to learn how to do crochet graphghan, but I saw samples of crochet graphghan and Tunisian simple stitch graphghan. Oh my word, guys. When you do the crochet graphghan, the ends look like puzzle pieces going in together. You can see the main color going into the second color. With Tunisian simple stitch graphghan, it's such clean edges. So I want to find a tutorial on how to learn Tunisian simple stitch graphghan. That's going way off subject, isn't it? So anyway, basically I have a lot of interest. Tunisian crochet, knitting, graphghan or Tunisian graphghan. Okay, let me see. Rose. Okay, so Heather says you're making the easy moccasins. Good, good. If you're more of an advanced crocheter, you don't have to do it exactly like that. I think I'm going to make myself a pair, and depending on how they come out, I might make a tutorial on them. And on those slippers, I think I have it labeled as for beginners, Glama's super easy moccasin slippers. On this one, I think I might put intermediate crocheters, Glama's moccasin slippers, because I think what I'm going to do for myself is I'm going to do it like the rest of my slippers. I'm going to start at the toe with a magic ring and put stitches into the magic ring and go from the toe up and do it that way, just because, you know, I wasn't crazy about the seam on the top of the foot, and that's actually why the idea of moccasins and everything started coming to mind during the tutorial. I had totally a different thing envisioned. I was just going to make the slipper and a cuff, and that was going to be it. Super easy slipper. But then, as you heard me on the tutorial, the gaping holes on the cuff, I'm like, I don't like those holes. So that's what gave me the idea to do tassels. And I thought, ooh, if I do tassels, it'll look like moccasins. And then the holes on top of the foot, I thought I'll do a drawstring and make tossins and make tassels at the end of those too. So that's my mind. Just as I'm crocheting things evolve, because I start getting ideas like, ooh, I could do this. Ooh, I could do that. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Excuse me. Okay. Make sure I didn't lose what anybody said. Oh, Magsy says, hi, Glama. Hi. I hope I'm saying your name right, Magsy. Let me see. Okay, I think I've got what everybody has said. Rose says, I never have enough yarn to finish a second slipper. Aw, I need a stock up on, yeah, you need to stock up on yarn. And I'm trying to you need to stock up. And I had a big stock in Washington, and now that we're in an RV, you see all we have is little cabinets like this to store things in. So they're all over the place, but they're so little. So I'm trying to dwindle down my yarn. And then whenever I think of a tutorial idea, I'll just go buy yarn for that tutorial is what I'm thinking I'm going to start doing. Um, so let me see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Heather says the easy moccasins. Okay, I read that. Rose says, ooh, I love those moccasins. Yeah. So you're going to go ahead and make one slipper, huh, Rose? One moccasin? Just kidding. I'm kidding. Well, you know, nowadays teenagers wear two color socks. They do it on purpose. I think it started off because of laziness, though. They couldn't find the other sock, the other pair to the sock. So for years now, you see girls wearing one blue sock, one red sock, one pink, one whatever. And so now that's kind of a fad. So hey, Rose, you can make that a fad. You can have a blue slipper and a pink slipper or something. Let me see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. Ah, I don't want to X out. Let me see. Oh yeah, Kim says moccasin slippers. I might add beads on the string tie in front of the slipper or on the side around the slipper, but not sure yet. Yeah. Are you the one that mentioned that earlier? Because someone mentioned that during one of my, underneath the actual tutorial comments, someone said that they thought about beads where the tassels hang, and I thought, ooh, that's a good idea. And I didn't think of that. I have tons of beads, and I didn't think of that. I think that'll look really cute. I think when I make another pair of moccasins, I'm gonna do like a what's that color? It's not buff. It's not Red Heart Super Saver buff. It's the one a little bit darker than that. Is it Heather? Is it called Heather or something? I think I'm gonna make it out of that, and then I'm gonna do a brown, dark brown stitching around the cuff. I think I'm gonna do what they call. I actually don't know what it's called, but you know how when you single crochet into the next stitch, well, if you skip that and go down to the second row, it makes like a long stitch. And then on the next one, you go into the normal single crochet. And then the next one, you go down a row to the second. I think I'm going to do that to the cuff area. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, because I'm probably going to make a tutorial on that. Okay, now I'll quit talking and let me go read what y'all are saying. You know what? I just realized I didn't put any mascara on. I was in such a hurry to get online because I was already late. Forgot to put any mascara on. Okay. Aw, Magsy says you look so pretty. Oh, thank you. I wish I could see all of you guys. Well, you know what I really look like without makeup. You guys have seen my other videos. But thank you. That's really sweet. Lily says, almost. The first part is correct, and you say, oh, okay, so I didn't get it quite right. Okay, the first part is correct, and you say my last name impressively correct. Ooh, awesome. Olaisen? My brother calls me a human knitting machine. It's easy when you get it. Yep, when you get it, you finally get, you know, it's kind of like crochet. I didn't think I would ever be smart enough to learn how to crochet in the round. So I guess knitting just looks really intimidating to me, so I started off with crochet first. But I'll graduate up to knitting one day. I like crochet more than knitting now, though. Oh, you do? Is it faster? Are the projects faster to work up in crocheting or in knitting? Probably crochet, huh? Heather says, I think that would look a little nicer. The beads, you mean? Or, and then Rose says, bless you. Oh, thank you. My sneeze thing just came on camera, huh? Just to let y'all know, I know that you guys are probably saying things and I'm not seeing it till like 2 minutes later. Just so you know, there's a delay in this whole thing. Like I can see myself doing what I did 2 minutes ago, even though I'm saying something differently. Like a second ago, I saw myself finally sneezing when I did that like a couple minutes ago. So just so you know, if I don't answer you right away, it's because there's a delay. So thank you. Yeah, I usually sneeze in sixes. Isn't that weird? I usually always, you know, it's always in sixes almost. I don't think that was that time. I think that was more like 4. But I usually always sneeze in sixes. It's weird. My husband says, wait, wait, wait. She's not finished. She's not finished. She hasn't gotten to 6 yet. Okay. Anne Woodruff says, I'm making the boogie slippers. I love them. Boogie. And that must be a typo, but I'm trying to think of what it is. Unless there is a slipper called Boogie from another tutorial from another channel. Magsy says, yes, you say it right. Okay, good, Magsy. I like that. It's cute. I like that name. It's pretty. Okay, let me see. Ooh, I'm afraid to, there's a blue box down under the comments that says more comments, but I'm so afraid to click it. I'm afraid to refresh the page and lose you guys. Oh, good. I didn't lose you, I hope. And then Lily says, bless you, haha, you sneeze just like me, do I? Everyone says it sounds like a little mouse sneezing when I sneeze. Or they'll say, was that a sneeze? Anne says, sorry, booty slippers. Okay. Or I thought you were going to make some boogie slippers. Woohoo. I'm like, I want some boogie slippers if they're going to make me boogie. Okay. See, told you. It just happens. I'm just goofy. I can't contain myself. When I hear something, there's no filter. Whatever I hear or think, boom, it just comes out. And that's what y'all see and hear. Booty slippers. Okay, cool. And then Anne says, I want to thank you. I have learned to crochet from watching you. You are easy to follow, and it's like having a friend teaching me. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. You guys have no idea how much that means to me when y'all say that, because that was not that I had a plan when I started the channel, but one plan I did have was to just be myself. And this is me. And when someone talks to me, like if I'm at Walmart or somewhere and someone talks to me, or I can see that they're struggling looking for something and I can actually see it and I could help them, that's what I do. I help them. I do try to be a friend to everyone and be nice to everyone. And so I told myself that I was just going to be myself. And if some people didn't like it, there's tons and tons of other channels out there, but the ones who actually subscribe to me, I figure they'll like my personality. I'll mesh well with them. They'll mesh well with me. And those are the subscribers I'll get. So it makes me feel so good to hear that you feel like I'm a friend crocheting with you, because that's exactly what I want. And that's why I talk so much during my tutorials, because I have watched tutorials. That's how I learned. And some of them, you know, not to put any channels down, but some of them were kind of boring. And some of them just have music and all you're doing is watching their hands. And it's a good thing I'm a visual person, because I can learn by just watching, not having to be told what to do next. But I've always wondered who's behind the hands, who do those hands belong to, what kind of person are they? And so I told myself that when I started this channel, I was gonna introduce myself first, my face, and say this is who I am, so that when you see my hands, you'll know whose hands those are. So if you go to my very first tutorial, crochet tutorial, it was the blue book cover. You see that I introduced myself showing my face. And a lot of people have complained about that, saying, gosh, the tutorial doesn't even start for 6-7 minutes, you know, you talk too much. But that's why, because I wanted my channel to be different. I wanted people to get to know me, because I know that when I first started, I was like, you know, I would really love to see who's crocheting. I would love to be able to get to know that person, find out about them. Are they married? Doggy potty time.
Doggy potty time. It is 11 a.m.
Doggy potty time. Okay, I'm going to finish that thought, and then I'm going to say something about that doggy potty time, because someone asked me to talk about that a little bit. So I'll finish what I was saying. So I'm just very thrilled when I hear comments from you ladies saying that you like watching my channel because it feels like there's a friend coming to visit you, or that we're sitting there crocheting together. And that's exactly how I want you to walk away from my tutorials, feeling like you just got done visiting with a friend, crocheting with a friend. So that means a lot to me, Kim. I'm glad that you said that, because I've always wanted, I usually say that when people comment, I usually comment that back, but I'm glad to be able to say it live for anyone else who's not in here that's going to watch this live feed later, so that they can hear that it means a lot to me that y'all feel that way. So you're welcome. I forgot to say you're welcome. Okay, and Rose says, actually, I did make some slippers for my stepdaughters before Christmas, and they wanted to have the two different colors. See, I told you. Isn't that crazy? I think it seriously started off with laziness. They just couldn't find their other sock, so they thought, hey, they both fit. And you said they love them. Thank you for your tutorials. You're welcome. Um, yeah, I remember you telling me that you weren't used to having kids around a lot, but that you had your stepdaughters with you. And so I was thinking, she's probably, and maybe I'm wrong, but I know I enjoy my Glama girls like anything. I mean, I just love them, but as much as I love them, they can also be frustrating once in a while. And so Rose, after I read that comment, I thought, oh, I hope she's not getting too frustrated since this is all new to her. I hope she, after putting them to bed or something, she goes and takes a nice long bubble bath or something so she can recoup for the next day. Because I know it can be tough, especially if you're not used to being around kids. But it sounds like you enjoyed them. Okay, Heather says your new idea for the slippers you was talking about. Oh, you like that idea? From the toe up, the circular toe area. Yeah, because I don't like seams. I don't like feeling seams, and I don't like seeing them. So I think I'm going to do one of those and call that intermediate. Because the first one, the super easy moccasin one, I had people commenting and saying, well, you could have, oh, babe, can you do me a favor? My battery says it's only got 10% left. I'm going to die here soon. I don't want to lose my ladies. Gonna My husband's going to get my laptop cord because I'm dying. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to do that and call it intermediate. And on the first slipper, like I was starting to say, I had a few ladies say, well, you could make the toe rounder instead of so square. And, and I know that I knew that I could do that because I obviously have slippers on my channel that are made that way. But so I told her, I said, yeah, but this is for complete beginners who don't know how to work in the round, who only know how to make square and rectangles like I started off. So, I know there's better ways to make the toe area, but this is for complete beginners who can still make something beautiful from their very first time picking up a hook and getting some yarn. Thanks, babe. No, go ahead. I think it'll reach over there because I don't want to have to get up. Wait. Oh, it's not going to reach, babe?
No, it reaches barely.
Oui.
Yeah, you'll do it for me.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go over.
You're gonna crawl over the bed?
Crawl over.
Oh, you're going to see my husband crawling over the bed. He says, don't look.
Close your eyes.
Hey, at least you're dressed like me. Oh, okay. There you go. Sorry, guys. See, I think I'm going to probably be, it's already 11 o'clock and we just started talking. I feel like we just started getting into the nitty gritty of talking and there's a lot of comments I haven't read yet. Yeah, it's charging. Thank you. Look, it's just now showing me, showing the doggy potty time thing. God, this has got a big, big delay. Okay, thanks, babe. Okay, let me go back up. Did I finish saying what I was saying? Yeah, I think so. About the intermediate and the super easy tutorial. I know the ladies were just trying to be helpful, but I think if they had looked at my channel, they would have seen that I do have slippers that are from the toe up that are round and, but yeah, so I just wanted to clarify to them that that's why I made them like that, kind of squarish at the toe. Where did I leave off? Okay, Deborah says a new slipper tutorial. That's good because I've been crocheting for 3 years, so I think I'm an intermediate. Oh, of course you are. I think crochet is easier than knitting. Yeah, I think so too. And then I forget what's your name. It's her channel name is JCKLG5. What is? Can you type and tell me what your name is? I forgot. You've been on my live events before, but it's been so long since I've done a live event that I forgot your name. Sorry. She says, hi, Glama. My name is Grace. Oh, you just said it right there. If I'd have just read on. Hi, Grace. Good morning. I'm with my 2 4-year-old granddaughters. Hi, babies. And one of them, who is Claire, she wants you to do a tutorial on a Spider-Man hat. You want a Spider-Man hat? Wow, you're like my Glama girls. They like boy things. They like to play with rubber spiders. They like the Ninja Turtles. They like girly things, but they also like boy things. So you want me to do a Spider-Man hat for you. You know what? As soon as I learn how to do it, I will try to do that for you. Okay, Claire? Okay. Lily says, faster with crochet. Knitting is also fast, but I've been knitting for almost 10 years. So for me, I felt relieved when I learned crochet from your channel. Aw, thank you. I'm so glad you guys found my channel. I'm so glad to have made friends with you guys. Y'all are awesome. Hey, there's a Jimmy Zach. Now, are you really Jimmy, or is this a lady using her boyfriend's or her husband's channel? Because a lot of times I'll say hi Jimmy, and I'll be saying the guy's name, and then later on it turns out that they're using their husband's account or something. So Jimmy said, if it's Jimmy Zach says hi, and then he or she says, I love you. I love you guys too. I love all of y'all. And then Lisa Wilkins says, hi Glama from Ohio. Hi. My husband grew up in Ohio. Where was he born though? I think he was born in California. But he grew up in Ohio, and I did half of my growing up in Michigan. So it's just weird. We've talked about it. When I was in Texas, he was in New Mexico, which is really close to each other. When I was in Michigan, he was in Ohio, which is really close to each other. I'm like, you see, we were destined, or he says it actually. He says we were destined to be together. It's like we were following each other without even knowing each other. And then Magsy says, I agree with you. Be what you are, and you would attract people that think like you. Yeah, exactly. I know. I've got a bunch of loving, caring ladies that are my viewers, and the ones that have been kind of, I guess, hateful. I don't really want them in here anyway, because I'm not that type of person. I would never say anything rude to anyone, whether I agree with the person or not. Unless I'm asked about my opinion, I'm not going to say, no, I don't think so. I mean, if I'm asked my opinion, I'll say, well, this is what I think, but I wouldn't say it rudely. Some people can be really rude, and then we wonder why there's bullying in schools. See, it always comes back to bullying with me, because that is my biggest pet peeve, is bullying. Ugh. And even though I've never been bullied as a kid, not really, it's just a big pet peeve of mine. So anyway, yeah, I definitely want to attract like-minded people like me. Whether, I don't know if that's a good thing, because this mind is very goofy. I hope y'all are goofy to put up with me. Jimmy Zach says, you are stunning and have a beautiful personality. Thank you. That part is what means more to me than anything. The beautiful personality, the outwardly stunning, that's nice, but I love that people like my personality and like who I am on the inside. That means more to me than anything. I'm just now learning how to play with makeup, so I'm having fun with that. Today I'm wearing pink and purple again. I'm wearing my I'm using the lilac purple gel as an eyeshadow. I can't even think of the name. Okay, Rose says, it's not new to me. Oh, good. So you have, oh, that's right. You have 5 kids. It's not new to you. I have 5 kids, but they are out of the house now. Yeah, and I remember knowing that you did have kids, but when you've already raised yours and they're already in their 20s or 30s or teens or whatever, it's different having little ones, because I feel like I've already gone through this. I do not want to be doing this again. But you know what? As soon as I see their faces, I'm like, ugh, I just have to love all over them. I have to kiss them and hug them. So yeah, I love them to death. I spoil them as much as I can. And then Rose says, my youngest one is 19. They're twins. Your youngest ones are 19. So it's been a while. I'm not married to their dad, but still call them my stepdaughters. Yeah, of course. And then Grace says, thank you. Oh, good. You're welcome. And then Jimmy Zach has a crying face. Why? Why do you have a sad face? Oh, because you say, can you speak Arabic? No, I can't. You know what's funny? Not that you probably think I'm Arabic, but maybe you do. But a lot of people, I must have a face that could be any nationality or any race or something, because I'll talk to Indian people from India and they'll think that I'm Indian. I'll talk to Indian people, Indian with the feather people, and they'll think I'm that type of Indian. Um, I'll talk to Italian people and they think I'm Italian. What else have I been mistaken for? Arabic. I've also been, mistaken for Arabic. And I said, nope, I'm Mexican. just Mexican, not just Mexican, but I'm Mexican. I'm Latina. So no, I can't speak Arabic. Um, is your Arabic better than your English, Jimmy? Because I know I can understand, read, write, and speak Spanish, but I stutter when I speak it. I've got so many Latina ladies from different countries that kind of write things that aren't that nice, because they're like, why don't you do this in Spanish? You're Latina. Why don't you make your tutorials in Spanish? But and I understand that because I'm Mexican, I should be doing them in English and Spanish, I guess. But I live in America and here I speak English, so I'm doing them in English. And I did try one or two videos in Spanish, but what people don't know is that I stutter really bad. I've always had low self-esteem, and I used to stutter speaking English or Spanish. Now I only stutter when I speak Spanish, so I don't want to go back to that and start stuttering again and embarrassing myself and embarrassing, because I know the people I would talk to, they too would feel really bad for me, and they would kind of start looking down, like they felt pity for me, and I don't want pity from anyone. Okay, let me change the subject. Grace says, I love your personality and you are such a beautiful person inside and out. Thank you. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. And Grace says, you do look Italian. That's what I am. I'm full-blooded and only know a few words. Oh, see? Everyone thinks that I'm of a different origin or nationality, or I don't know what the correct word would be. But I guess I have, one thing I can see, I'm like, don't people know I'm Mexican? I've got that hump on my nose like a lot of Mexicans do. And most Mexicans have part Indian, some sort of Indian in them. Indian with, I hope nobody gets offended, but the way I can, because aren't they both called Indian? Indians from India and Indians from, I don't know, so I say Indian with a feather or Indian with a dot. And I don't mean it disrespectfully at all. That's just my way of differentiating. Unless there's another way of saying Indian from India, I don't know. But y'all can let me know if you know. So yeah, everyone, I've got that hump right here, like a lot of Indians and Mexicans have. So I just assume everybody knows I'm Mexican. Okay, let me go on. Okay, Lily says, I found your channel in a very hard period of my life. Oh God, you're gonna make me cry, aren't you? Because I'm so sentimental and emotional. And even though you don't know it until now, you are gonna make me cry. You got me through a very lonely and depressed time. Your voice is now something that gets me happy. Oh, you have no idea what that means to me. None whatsoever, Lily. Um, and I'm glad. I'm so glad that I helped you. And thank you for sharing that with me. And I'm going to finish reading. You made another comment afterwards. You said, and I am having a bad day now. I just turned your channel and thank you. Oh, I'm so glad I could help you feel better. I'm going to share something with y'all, which is what this channel initially was going to be. It was at the end of the day with Glama. Because even though I'm goofy and silly, I'm a very deep thinker and not smart. I'm not saying I'm smart. I'm just a very deep thinker. I think about certain issues very deeply and they touch me very deeply. And So that's what this channel initially was going to be about, issues that I feel passionately about. And I was telling everyone in my crochet channel that I was making at the end of the day with Glama to let y'all, one of the topics I was going to talk about is why I started crocheting to begin with. And it kind of touches on what you just said, Lily. A year and a half, or it's almost 2 years now, maybe a year and 8 months ago, a year and 10 months ago, I was going through depression. And I've gone through depression my whole life, So depression is how I live, and that's all I know. But a year and a half, 2 years ago, it got really, really bad. And I was having negative thoughts. And that's why I told myself I need something. I know that I used to crochet when I was like 10 or 11 years old. I'm going to see if I can learn it again, because I need something to keep my mind busy, keep my hands busy, and keep my mind off of the problems that I'm having right now. And so I understand completely. It's you have good days and you have bad days, right? So do I. I still have good days and bad days. But since starting this channel and having all of you loving ladies as friends and gentlemen as friends, I am, because at the time when I started crocheting, I told my husband, you need to take me to the doctor before I do something stupid to myself. That's how bad it was. I was 100% depressed. Right now, I would probably say I am probably 80% better. Once in a while, I'll have a bad day, but I am so much better. And it's because of friends like you and keeping myself busy, and hearing that I make you feel good makes me feel good. The fact that I'm helping people makes me feel so good. And so I totally understand, Lily, how you feel. And I'm sure you have good days and bad days just like I do. And I hope this doesn't turn y'all off. And maybe you have seen this. I'm in the same channel when it was called At the End of the Day with Glama. I made a couple of videos about bullying, and I made one on Robin Williams and depression. And I shared with y'all in that channel that a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, when I asked my husband to take me to the doctor, I got diagnosed. And no wonder I was always depressed, but I'm kind of a mess. But I'm getting so much better. But I was diagnosed with all kinds of stuff. I don't know how I'm even hanging in there, but I am, because y'all make me feel so good. I was diagnosed with deep depression, with social anxiety, with bipolar disorder. There was one other thing I forget: depression, social anxiety, bipolar. I forget something else in there, but huh? PTSD. That's right, because of the things that have happened to me in my life in the past. I've lived a really, really, really hard life. Very, very difficult time growing up. And I said earlier that I never got bullied, but I never got bullied in school, but I did get bullied at home by the people that were supposed to love me the most. So I think that's why I have such an issue with bullying. I mean, that's what I've determined anyway. In the last few months, I thought, why do I have such an issue with bullying? Other than I feel sorry for the people getting bullied, why do I feel so passionately about it? And I think that's why, because I was made to feel, oh, babe, I forgot my wedding ring. It's in the bathroom. I'm like, something feels wrong. My wedding ring is in the bathroom. Oh, just my husband says, I'm not wearing your ring. I forgot yesterday when I dyed my hair, I took it off. So ladies, I'll get back to what I was just talking about in a minute, but I dyed my hair. But look, I decided to leave this part gray because I'm going to see how I look with just a gray streak on the side. I'm not right here. So I dyed everything else, but I took my ring off and forgot to put it back on. So my husband just brought it to me. Okay. So yeah, so I think that's why I'm so passionate about bullying and people mistreating other people and being unkind to one another, and why I always try to end these videos with, don't forget that I love you, and don't forget to love yourselves and everyone else as much as I love you, because it's really important to me to do away with bullying, even if it's just somebody watching these videos hears about it and thinks, you know what, maybe I should stop bullying, or maybe I shouldn't hurt people. If one person stops because of watching a video like this, then I feel like I've done something good. So yeah, I just have a real passion for stopping bullying. I said I was going to talk about something, the doggy potty thing in a minute, but I want to finish reading some comments first. So Lily, I'm so happy that you found my channel. And what were you actually searching for when you found my channel? That would be interesting to learn. Okay, Lisa Wilkins says, my daughter stutters and it can be heartbreaking. Yes, I know, you have no idea. Well, you do have an idea because you see her stuttering and you see her poor little, I don't know, if she's anything like me, I just became more and more introverted. And I think the reason I stuttered to begin with is because of the bullying that was going on, the physical abuse that was going on in my home when I was growing up. I think that's what got me this low self-esteem. The person that should have loved me the most, mistreated me, and yeah, so no wonder I stuttered. And a lot of times people stutter, and it's not because of anything like that going on. A lot of times it's I don't know exactly why. I wish I did know why. Maybe their mind is working too fast, or they're trying to get it out too fast, or they're shy. And so I know that I tend to talk fast now. Instead of stuttering, I talk fast, and it's still because I have that low self-esteem. I try to say what I got to say and then get the attention off of me so that people will stop looking at me. So maybe that's part of why some people stutter, maybe. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I don't like people to feel pity for me, and that's why I don't speak Spanish hardly ever. But I am determined to conquer that, and so that I can do both English and Spanish tutorials. Just the way I do both right-handed and left-handed videos, I want to be able to do both Spanish and English. Okay, now let me quit babbling because it's already 11:23. I've got a feeling I'll be on here longer than an hour, guys. So if you guys have to leave at 11:30, like I said, it was going to be from 10:30 to 11:30, by all means, don't feel like you need to stay on if I stay on longer. Just let me know you're leaving so I can say goodbye to you. Okay, let me see where I left off. I left off with Lisa. Okay, sometimes she doesn't say what she wants to because the words won't come. Yes, exactly. I got very, like I said, very introverted, very quiet, wouldn't talk. And then certain sounds, if I could start a sentence, if it's, okay, let's just say, for instance, if it started with R, I would have to gear my sentence of what I wanted to say, but the first sound that came out of my mouth had to sound like an R, and then I could say it without stuttering. If it was an H, it would be like that. And so I knew not to start sentences with certain sounds and to start sentences with certain sounds. And those of y'all, if any of y'all stutter, you'll know what I'm talking about. You start finding ways around stuttering, and you start wording things differently so that you don't stutter. There were intelligent things that I wanted to say a lot of times, but I would have to say them more down to earth, because that sentence would have started off with the wrong sound and I wouldn't have been able to say it. I mean, I don't know if y'all who don't stutter probably don't know what I'm talking about, but it's just, and people who laugh at people who stutter, oh my word, you have no idea how crushed those people are getting when they get laughed at about it. So okay, let me go on to something else. Lily says, when I am having a bad day. Yeah. So you come to my channel when you're having a bad day. I'm glad that you do. I want you ladies and guys to know in here that when I am making my tutorials, those of y'all that I talk to a lot, you guys, I'm actually, like, especially if you have a little picture next to your name, and I memorize the name with a picture, I'm talking to you guys. Those of y'all that talk to me all the time, I'm envisioning Rose's face, Lily's face, Lisa's, I'm envisioning people's faces as I'm talking in my tutorial. So believe it or not, I really am talking to y'all. Let me see what else. I don't want to miss any comments, so I need to hurry up and read everybody's comments. Jimmy says, do you know anything about Iraq? Well, only what I hear on the news and stuff. Please share with me anything that you want to share with me. Enlighten me about things. Gracie said, or Grace, I'm sorry, not Gracie. Grace says, my other granddaughter wants to know if you have kitty hat tutorials, like Hello Kitty hats. No, I don't have tutorials on them. I meant to do them this winter, but I'm getting ready to start crocheting more like spring tutorials because winter's almost over. But I will do a couple more winter items. And then Rose says, don't cry. I know, I'm sorry. It's just that when people say, when people share their feelings with me, I'm just a very empathetic person, and it makes me sad when other people are sad or when other people are going through hard times in their lives. I'm just a very empathetic person. If you're happy, I'm happy. If you're sad, I'm sad. um, Grace says her name is Kate. Your second granddaughter? Kate. So you would like a kitty cat hat tutorial. So not a Hello Kitty, maybe just a kitty hat tutorial? Let me know, Kate. Okay, Lisa says you're honestly a blessing to many. Keep doing what you do. Thank you. And I intend to keep doing tutorials because I have to. I have to crochet. It's just in my DNA now. I think it's always been in there because like I said, I learned to knit and crochet when I was like 10 years old, but I only learned the basics of both. I knew how to cast on, knit and purl, and I knew how to chain and single crochet and double crochet, and that was it. I don't even think I knew double crochet till I got older, but I only knew the basics. But it's always been in me to be crafty, and I've always been creative because I learned that I could draw when I was about 5 years old. My first drawing was of Charlie Brown. I had a big old piece of paper. I would lay on the floor. I'm sorry, I keep reaching over here because I keep making sure my buttons aren't unbuttoned. So if my buttons are unbuttoned, let me know, ladies. I don't want to be on camera with a button unbuttoned with me popping out. um, I used to lay on the kitchen floor on my tummy, and I would have this big piece of paper, and I would just lay on there. And I saw a funny paper. I saw a cartoons paper, and I saw Snoopy and Charlie Brown, and that was my first drawing. And I thought, wow, it looks just like it. And that's when I realized that I had artistic abilities. And so since then, I mean, I always have a piece of paper. I always used to have a piece of paper and a pencil in my hand. I have a picture of myself actually, where I'm 5 years old, and I've got a woman's wallet that my mom gave me because I was trying to be a lady. And I had a piece of paper and a pencil in my hand because if I had an idea, I tried to draw it right away. And that's kind of how I am now. Whenever I'm watching TV and a crochet pattern design comes into mind, I've got a little notepad right next to me in the, in my little nightstand, or in my little, what do you call the table between couches? Yeah, I know it is. I know what it is. Just my brain won't think. It's not a nightstand. That's the ones that are here. Or an end table, I guess, right? An end table. So I've got my notepad there so I can draw my design so that I don't forget. And then later I have to figure out, okay, I've got the drawing, got my idea. Now, how can I turn that into actual crocheting? How can I actually crochet it to look like that? And then that's when my tutorials are born. I come up with the idea. Okay, let me keep going. See, I tend to babble and babble and babble. Rose says, wait, where am I? I was thinking of making up a sweater for my Shih Tzu with a harness made of a yarn chain sewn in it. What do you think? Made with a yarn, made with a yarn chain sewn in it. Oh, okay. I think I understand. Yeah, that would be awesome. I would love to see a picture of that. I've been meaning to do another tutorial, a simple sweater tutorial for dogs, because when I did the fancy little doggy dresses that I made for my little girls, everyone was saying, I have a boy dog, can you make a simple boy sweater? So I still need to do that. Okay, Lily says, oh, me making you cry made me cry. Oh, no. No, I'm sorry. And then you said, I'm sorry. You are a very warm and loving person, and I appreciate you. We all do. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being you. You're welcome. And thank you guys for being as loving and patient and caring as you are. Y'all are awesome. That's why I'm going to continue doing what I do. And that's why I continue making new channels, because I'm thinking, okay, people are asking me, how do you do your nails? How do you straighten your hair? So that's when I came up with Glama's Beauty and Fitness Journal channel. First, it was called Glam It Up with Glama. But then I changed it to Glama's Beauty and Fitness Journal because I need to lose some weight, and I wanted to make it a journal because I'm learning new things, new techniques. And so that's why I'm trying to journal. I'm calling it a journal because I'm journaling my progress. And then people were asking me, or not asking me, but I've got a couple young girls that have said, Grandma, you've saved my life. I was having a bad day. And just hearing you and listening to you and seeing your smile and your bubbliness, made me feel better. And that's when I thought of the idea for At the End of the Day with Grandma channel. And so, yeah, I mean, because I listen to what y'all are saying, and I try to think, how can I help them? How can I let them know me, the real me, and to know that they're not alone in what they're thinking or what they're feeling. And that's why I've come up with these channels. And yeah, I'll just stop there and I'll read more comments before I get emotional again. Magsy says, I was wondering if you colored your hair. Yeah, except I left this part. Like I said, I'm going to try it. I've got a feeling I'm not going to like it. I've got a feeling, because right now it still feels like I haven't colored my hair, because that's the part you see first is that part. So it looks like I haven't colored it. But the bottom, this part is all covered. This part is all darker. So yeah, I just do the roots. I don't do my whole hair. I just do the roots. Lily says, being passionate is a great way of loving. I wish we could use crafting. I wish we could use crafting all the time, coming together against bullying, because bullying should be stopped now. I agree. And you know what? I almost feel like, I mean, I know that this will never probably happen, but wouldn't it be awesome? Because y'all know that crocheting, knitting, crafting is so relaxing and so therapeutic, because you're doing something repetitive. So it's very relaxing. You're not having to think about what you're doing because it becomes repetitive. So it gives you time to think and ponder on other things in life. Hopefully we're not pondering on the negative. Hopefully we're pondering on ways to improve things or improve ourselves or help people. But what I wish is that they would incorporate some kind of class in school, kind of like an anger management, because I think this would really manage people's anger and people's bullying, is if they just calm down, relax, and just, quiet their minds and just, decompress. I think that could help a lot of people. As a matter of fact, I'm sure y'all have read articles and stuff like I have where doctors, I mean, okay, first of all, just so you know, like Jimmy here, 20% of my viewers, 20% of my subscribers are men or guys or boys. A lot of them are men, and young teenage boys. So where I was going with that is a lot of doctors are prescribing knitting and crocheting for high blood pressure, or hand injuries, so that they can get their hands rehabilitated and stuff. So yeah, I think it's helpful in so many ways, physically and emotionally. Okay, let me go on to other people's comments because I want to make sure I answer everyone. It's 11:35, guys, so if any of y'all want to leave, please feel free to do so. Just let me know you're leaving so I can say goodbye. Lily says, I Googled the English word for heckling, which is Norwegian for crochet. Oh, wow. And somehow it ends up on your tutorial for baby slippers. Really? And from there, I found Okay, so that's how you ended up on there. And I only have one baby slippers tutorial, so I know exactly which one you're talking about, the little ducky ones, right? Um, so that's how you found me. Google the English word for heckling. That's weird. So that means, so in Norwegian, it's you're heckling, you're not crocheting, you're heckling. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad you found me. Yay. And then Jimmy says, "Can I see your cat, please?" I don't know where it went. I think he went out there in the living room. Oh no, there she is. Let me see if I. Oh, can you see her on the table right now? She's right here. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Yeah, hi, kitty. No, Paris, you be nice to my kitty. You be nice. Hi, baby girl. Hi there. And her name is Hello Kitty. Isn't that cute, Claire and Kate? I named my cat Hello Kitty because she's white with a pink nose, pink ears. Oh, Paris, be nice. I'm sorry, Jimmy. She's right there. She's afraid of my 10-pound Yorkie because my 10-pound Yorkie um came from we basically rescued her. So she had a bad life too. She wasn't treated very well. So now she's weird. She has issues like me. We've both been rescued. I've been rescued by Crochet and she's been rescued by me. Anyway, yeah, she's a pretty kitty cat. Um, Kate says, just a kitty cat hat. Okay. Thank you, Glama. Glama, you can call me Gracie. Everybody does. Okay, good. For some reason, that's what comes out because to me, Grace sounds more formal and Gracie just sounds more like what a friend would call a Grace. So I feel like I'm your friend and you're my friend. So I just, Gracie is what came out. Okay, and Lily says, "Oh yeah, a kitty hat would be adorable." Yeah, you know how you guys probably see my Glama girls at the beginning of the video with their Hello Kitty hats and stuff. Everyone sees that, so everyone's asked me to make the tutorial. And then at the end of the videos, y'all see my Minion hats. Those Minion hats, I actually learned from another tutorial, Yolanda Soto's tutorial. I made changes to it, and then I came up with my own fingerless Minion hat or Minion gloves tutorial. Excuse me, I'm talking too much. My throat's starting to get dry. But the Minion hats actually, the idea came from Yolanda Soto's tutorial. So there's a shout out for Yolanda Soto. Y'all can let her know I gave her a shout out. Okay, Rose says, I always wanted a white streak in my hair, but me being 49, I still don't have. What? I am so jealous of you, Rose. I've had grays starting to pop up since I was 24 years old. I am jealous of you. I still don't have grays. I'm not bragging. I want grays. I know I'm weird. LOL. No, you're not. You're awesome. What's weird about me is that if I was to part my hair in the middle, there's hardly ever any grays in the middle. With me, I've got gray here and I've got gray here. So it sounds really cool, and I would love to try to just let it all grow out. I would probably just have 2 gray streaks. But I asked my Glama girls, I said, so what do you think if Glama lets her hair grow out gray? No, don't do it, Glama. You still look so young. I don't want you to have grays yet. So that's why I keep dyeing my hair. I'll do anything for those girls. Even struggle and sacrifice having to dye my hair every 3 or 4 weeks. Jimmy says, do you sell your cat? No, I don't sell my cat. I just got my cat. I just adopted her from where? Petco or PetSmart in San Antonio about 2 or 3 months ago, maybe 2 months ago. Yeah, so they were having adoption day and I went and adopted her. Lily says, hello kitty back there. Adorable cat you have. Thanks. Yeah, she's so cute. Uh-oh, my phone's ringing. Who is it? It stopped ringing. Oh, before I forget, somebody wanted me to talk about my doggy potty time on here. She might not be in here live right now. I don't think she is, as a matter of fact. But this morning I had a comment. Like I said, I drink my coffee, I read comments and answer back. I haven't commented back on people today yet because I was getting ready to get my makeup on, get dressed so that I could be here with you. But someone said, hey, in the background of your tutorials, I hear doggy potty time alarm. Can you talk about that? So, because she says her dog is trained on a potty pad, or yeah. in her house. And I wish my dogs would do that so that in the wintertime we don't have to take our dogs out. But basically, excuse me, I just burped. Basically, I was forgetting to take my dogs out sometimes, and so they would have accidents. And so we were having to use the spot bot cleaner a lot. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to set my alarm to every hour reminding me to take the dogs out potty. So that's all it is. That's what you're hearing. And I call it doggy potty time. And so yeah, that's, hi baby, you found your way around her, didn't you? Here's my kitty cat. Yeah, this is my kitty cat. You can't see her probably, but she came around this way to avoid Paris, and so she made her way to me. Hi baby girl. Oh, you love face scratchings, don't you? Yeah, you love it. Oh, she's a pretty cat. Yeah, she is. Do you want to be on camera? She doesn't like to be held, so let's see. Hope she doesn't scratch me. Here she is. See, look, this is your debut. This is your debut on Glama's channel. Yeah. Hi, baby girl. Oh, you're so pretty. Yeah, you're so pretty. No, Paris, you leave her alone. You be nice. You be nice to her. Okay, I got totally off subject. So that's all there is with doggy potty time. I just set my alarm on my phone for every hour, and now I've changed it to every 2 hours. So yeah, whenever you hear that, that's what's happening, is I've got it set for my alarm for my dogs, so they don't have accidents. Okay, let me go on. Okay, Lisa says goodbye. Bye, Lisa. You probably already left because I'm just now getting that comment. It was so nice visiting with you. Thank you. And next time, I'll always when I'm ready to do a live one, I'll let y'all know a couple days in advance. But I'm probably gonna do Wake Up with Glama this way, but probably set it to private because I just want to get the video out there so that y'all can see my Wake Up with Glama video. I probably won't do, you know, comments and stuff like this, just so I can get my videos out there on a daily basis, like y'all are telling me that you want. I had said that I was thinking about not I was thinking about not doing Wake Up with Glama anymore because the internet here is so awful. I was doing Wake Up with Glama, but the video wasn't being ready till nighttime, like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So I'm like, this isn't Wake Up with Glama. This is like Good Night with Glama. So I thought maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. But if y'all don't mind the blurriness of the live Google feed, then I'll record them like this. I'll just set it to private, make my video, and then it'll process, and then within 10 minutes it'll be up and live and everything, or up and ready to view. Okay, so Lisa says she's leaving, but I'll be watching all your channels. Can't wait for more makeup. I know, see, I've been neglecting my makeup channel and my Glama's Bedtime Stories channel. Yeah, I was telling you all about that. And then I made my Glama's Bedtime Stories channel because I was in Washington and my Glama girls were here. And I used to read to them every night when I lived here. And so I thought, I miss reading to them and doing voices, character voices. And so I thought of the idea of, I'm going to make a YouTube channel that they can go and watch from Texas, and they can have Glama reading to them. And that's how I came up with Glama's Bedtime Story. So I need to make stories for that too. And I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial probably on this look, the purple and pink look. I've been wearing this look a lot because I love the two colors together. They're so pretty together. Okay, and then us 50-somethings need all the advice you can share. What? I need your advice too, because I'm just learning. But yeah, I definitely, that's why I made that channel. I made that channel for, you know, 40 plus, 50 plus women, you know, those of us who are maybe stuck in a same makeup routine like I was. I had been stuck on that one since I was 18. So that's why I'm playing with new makeup colors. Like I would have never wore even a color this dark. My colors were always really pale pinks. So yeah, I'm trying to learn new stuff. Hey, we've got Mystic Frog in here. Wait, I know your name. Mystic Frog 43 is Tony. Hi, Tony. I remember. We haven't talked in a long time. It's been a couple months, it seems like, but I remembered your name. How's your mom doing? How's she feeling? She says, I just woke up myself and it is so cute. Oh, the cat's so cute. Yeah, she's so pretty. And then Lily says it's 6:42 p.m. in Norway, so weird knowing most of you all are just waking up. I know. And then Tony says, love all your crochet and Tunisian crochet items. Thank you. And if, you know, I'm always y'all are always asking for more ideas and stuff on what to make, and I actually do have a to-do list. So don't think that I'm not writing down what kind of tutorials y'all are wanting. It's just taking a while to get to work my way down the list. Okay, so it looks like those are all the comments. Those are the last comments. Oh, wait, it says there's more. Hold on. Tony gave me a winky smiley face, and Lily says, do you plan on teaching us how to Tunisian crochet in the round? Yes, I said that I would, remember, and I was just thinking about that the other day. I was thinking, I told them that I would teach them how to Tunisian crochet in the round, and I haven't done that yet. I was going to do it with a sweater, but you know what I think I'm going to do to make it a simple, shorter video, because like I said, my internet is bad here and I don't want it to be a super long video. I think I'm going to do it with a with an infinity scarf or something. I call it a scooty because it's going to have a hood and a scarf, so I call it a scooty, you know, scarf and hoodie. So I might teach you how to work in the round with the scooty. So I will do that, I promise. And then you said a new sweater tutorial would also be very cool. Yes, you're reading my mind. I've been thinking, I only have 2 tops on my channel. I have the super easy pink sweater tutorial, and I have the spring top, the one with the short sleeves, the white one that I have on there on my mannequin spring, and it's got like a pink ribbon. So I've got those 2 and that's it. So I've been thinking that I need to hurry up and make a sweater before winter ends, because if not, it's going to probably be till next winter when I make another sweater. During the spring and summer, I like to make things that we would wear during the spring and summer. During winter, I like to make things that we would wear during winter and fall. Okay, Rose says, my son just walked in and said, you don't look your age. Well, thank you. I'm glad. It's all the grays that I covered. How old's your son, Rose? Oh, you said your youngest are 19, so is he one of the twins? Is he 19? So did I miss talking about things that I was going to talk about? I keep saying I'll get back to that. I'll get back to that. Is there anything I missed that y'all are waiting for me to talk about? If not, I'm probably going to say goodbye here shortly, because I've been on for an hour and like almost an hour and a half. So I'm going to just stay on for a couple more minutes, give y'all a chance to say goodbye or ask your last questions or your last comments. And then I'll see most of y'all. I talk to most of y'all on my Facebook group page. That's another thing that I'll let y'all know, is I would love for any of y'all that aren't in my Facebook group page to go join, because I am on that almost all day long. I've got my phone with me, and anytime someone makes a comment or posts something, I have to approve it. And I usually, you know, I'm on my Facebook group page constantly. So if you want to get to know me, that's where you would probably get to know me the most, because I comment right back to you. I don't do a lot of chatting with the members, just because I'm so busy with all these other channels and with approving things. So I don't always respond to the IMs or PMs, whatever y'all call it. But I will respond to comments on, you know, on the actual page. Tony says, oh, Michael Morrison. Michael Morrison? This isn't the Michael Morrison from Washington, is it? The one I did your graduation pictures, that I photographed your graduation pictures? Because that's the only Michael Morrison that I know. I used to be a wedding/portrait photographer, and I had someone named Michael Morrison who had their senior portraits done. And yeah, so that's the only Michael that I know, unless you're a new crochet guy that just started crocheting with me. But hi there. It'd be awesome if you are the one I'm talking about in Washington State. Tony says, have you ever made a granny square poncho for the kids? No, I haven't. But you know what? I've seen some and they look so adorable. I would love to do that someday. And there's another one that's kind of that I want to do that has like a big granny square right here, but the rest of it is all just crochet piece and attached. So I want to try to do something like that. Let me see what else everyone is saying. Rose says he just retired from the Army. He is 27 years old. Oh, okay. I remember you saying that you have 2 guys that you're taking care of right now because your son retired from the Army and he's staying with you right now. See, I remember everything y'all tell me. At least mostly everything that y'all tell me. So it's good to see you. And welcome back home. And Lily says, did your husband get a new job? Been thinking so much about that. Aw, thank you, Lily, for thinking about us. Actually, he's got a really, really good lead. That same day that he told me that he had gotten laid off, I said, well, call so-and-so. Do you remember when that guy got laid off from your job? He called you and said, did you get laid off too? And Adam said, no, I haven't gotten laid off yet. They've been doing layoffs for like 6-7 months now. Adam was one of the last ones. They held on to him as long as they could. Because he's a good worker. He really is. He's a smart guy. And so they held on to him as long as they could. So anyway, that guy, Ron, called my husband and said, hey, if you do ever get laid off, I've got a job for you. So Adam's like, oh, I forgot about that. And I said, yeah, call him. So he did. And that guy, Ron, and his new boss, the company's based out of, it's based out of Ohio. But everyone in that company, except for maybe 5 people, work from home. So that's called telecommuting or something. And so yeah, so he would be able to work from home again if he did get that job. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. So we're hopeful. But thank you for thinking about him. That's so sweet of you. Grace says, goodbye, Glama. We love you. Bye, Grace. Love you too. Big hugs. And Lily says, you can make a lace sweater for summer. Yes, I know. I want to learn how to do Irish lace crocheting. That is so beautiful. That's why I actually started crocheting a year and a half ago, because I wanted to learn. I wanted to get reacquainted with regular yarn crocheting, but my goal is to do Irish lace crocheting because it's so gorgeous. Well, sad to see you leave, Grace, but I'm glad you joined us. I'll see you next time. And Michael Morrison isn't the one from Washington. He's from Maine. Hi, Michael. So you crochet? And how long have you been crocheting? Okay, so Michael Morrison is really Jean. Okay, so you're using someone else's account. Hi, Glama. This is Jean from Maine. Okay, hi, Jean. And then Magsy says, okay, bye, Glama. It's nearly bedtime for me in Namibia, Africa. Oh, what time is it exactly there in Africa? I remember you saying, we were on our Facebook group page and you told me what time it was going to be. Was it 6:30 or 7:30 Africa time when it was going to be 10:30 my time? Man, this is really delayed. It's just now, I'm just now seeing where I parted my hair in the middle and was talking about my grays on the sides. See how delayed this is, you guys? So if I'm not answering, it's not because I don't want to, it's because there's a huge delay. Okay, so bye-bye, Magsy. I'll see you later on today, or actually I'll see you tomorrow on our Facebook group page, and I'll see you at Wake Up with Glama. You know, I was making my videos on here, but now I'm going to be doing it live like this. Okay, and Tony says, I did post to Facebook my swatches of the Tunisian crochet swatches and a few other items I made too on Facebook. You did? On my new crochet, Facebook? I can't even think. Group page. I had to make a new one. I don't know if you know about this, Tony, but my other one, I don't even know what it was called now. Glama's Crochet Show and Tell. That's right. My husband knows more than I do. I'm telling you, my mind, it's going. My memory is so bad. My husband says it's Ladies Crochet Show and Tell Happy Hour. That's what it was. I'm not on that anymore. I can't get into that crochet group anymore. Facebook kind of messed me up on that, and there's no admin in there whatsoever. No, I can't get in there, even though I'm the one that created it and I'm the admin. I can't get in there, so it's basically just sitting out there in cyberspace doing nothing. So I created a new one called, let me see if I can remember myself, Glama's All Crafts Show and Tell Circle. So this is not just going to be just for crocheting, but it's for knitting, for embroidery, for sewing, for anything that's crafty or artsy. Even if it's metalworking or anything, woodworking, anything crafty. To me, I'm interested in everything. So I don't know if you posted it to that old group page or this new one, Tony. So go, if you're not a member of my new one, go and look it up. It should be on the bottom of each of my tutorials. The link to it should be on the bottom of every video. So it's Glama's All Crafts Show and Tell Circle. Tony says, oh, I did let my hair go gray too. I got tired of trying to color it, but you let Mother Nature win. Yes, I can't wait till I do that. I hate coloring my hair. It's so messy. Well, it's not that messy. I just hate doing it. I'm too busy to take time to do things for myself. And then Tony says, okay, I'll join too. Thank you. Hugs. You're welcome. I can't wait for you to join in there. Yeah, I'm on there constantly. I mean, even though I'm doing a tutorial, sometimes in the middle, like when I say, okay, I'll be back after I do row so-and-so, well, then I'll shut the camera off. I'll go sit in my recliner and I'll do the work just like you guys are doing the work. I actually have to crochet all the rows too. And while I'm doing that, I get on Facebook and comment and approve things. So I'm constantly on my Facebook group page. So if you really want to get to know me and talk to me, that's where I am, you know, I would say 80% of the day. All right, so I'm not seeing any other comments. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. The ones that are left in here so far, it looks like it's Tony. So I'm going to say goodbye to Tony, Magsy, Michael, Lily. Grace already said goodbye. Rose, are you still in here, Rose? I don't remember. Did we already? Yeah, we already said goodbye, I think. Or no. Was I saying goodbye to you when I meant to be saying goodbye to Grace? I'm so confused. And then who else? I think everyone else is gone, right? Lisa left a long time ago. Jimmy, I don't know if you're still in here. Jimmy from Iraq. I love talking to you guys. I never get to talk to, I love talking to you, Jimmy. I never get to talk to guys from my group. I only know the ladies really well from my group because they comment all the time. But there's only one or two guys that talk to me, but not very regularly. So I would love to get to know you guys. If any of you, 20% of my subscribers are watching, I would love to talk to you guys. Go join my group, my crochet group page, because I'll really get to know y'all there. So yeah, let me see. I think more comments just came in. Tony says, Magsy says, yes, you are right. The time here is now. Okay, so I was right about the time. Good. See, I remember some things, but some things just escape me like that. Tony says, what was the name of the Facebook name? It's called Glama's All Crafts Show and Tell Circle. And Lily says, it's not delayed here. You're very live. I'm alive. You're very live. I'm not going to leave before you're done. Been waiting for the live experience for a long time. I enjoy it. Oh, you're so sweet. I love you, girl. I love that you're not going to, it's kind of like when you're talking to someone, I'm not going to hang up till you hang up. I'm not going to hang up till you hang up. You say goodbye. You say goodbye. You're not going to leave till I leave. That's so sweet of you. I love that. Rose says, talk to you later. Okay, bye, Rose. Love you. Tony says, name on Facebook? Yeah, so you keep asking me. It's because it's delayed. So I have answered. It's Glama's All Crafts Show and Tell Circle. So I hope to see you there today. And Rose says, have a good day, hugs. Hugs from me too. Big old Glama hugs. I love you. And Tony says, have a lovely day. All right, we'll see you. Bye-bye. Michael Morrison says, my name is Jean and I'm in Maine. Yeah, I think I said that earlier, but like I said, this is delayed, so you're not hearing it yet. So, all right, guys. All right, Lily. All right, Tony, Jean, Rose. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Goodbye. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. And you guys, afterwards, you can, in about 10 or 15 minutes, this will be up as a regular, it'll look like a regular video on my channel. You'll be able to watch it back if you want. And people who weren't able to make it on here, just know that I love you too, and maybe I'll get to see you on the next live event. But if you missed it, just go ahead and watch it. And all right, Tony Grandin, yes, I remember your name. I just didn't know if you wanted me to mention your last name. All right, guys, bye. Don't forget that Glama loves you. Don't forget to love yourselves and each other. as much as I love you. And let's make it a pact with each other to stop bullying, okay? Please, if you see it, stop it. If you're getting bullied, talk to somebody. Just, help me stop it, okay? Anyway, I just want to say I love you, mwah, and I will talk to you later. Lily says, have a nice day. Thank you for the live event. You're so welcome. I look forward to the next one. Love you guys.